What is up, guys? It is Christmas, so Merry Christmas! While that is kind of obvious because of Christmas, this is the way probably all of the Christmas videos on YouTube start, but nevertheless I am starting mine the exact same way because it is Christmas and there is probably no other decent way. So, Merry Christmas once again. This has been a long intro, so let's get into this Q&A. Can you do tour of your house? No. But don't be too sad now because it is based on the fact that I'm still living with my parents because I'm only 18 years old and still going to school, so I can't afford a place of my own yet. But in about half a year, yeah, somewhere around that, there's like a 50-50% chance that I will be living alone and that I will be able to show you like my flat or whatever I will be living in. Because it totally depends on where I decide to go to university, because that's what I'm going to do next year, and that is why no house tour yet, but hopefully a house tour like next year. Look forward to that. Okay? Could you upload a Kraftklub How to Play from In Schwarz album? Well, I have already done songs from that album because I've uploaded Unsere Fans, I think, and I don't know if I have done any of the songs of that album, but it is back there, and that will be related to another question in this Q&A. But there was also a question, like similar question concerning Die Ärzte, and I've done more German songs in the beginning because like the majority of my viewers were German at that time. But by now, the Germans are like only 10% of my viewers and subscribers, and therefore I think it would be kind of weird to do like a lot of German bands and German lessons all the time because 90% of my viewers are not German. The majority is American, and we have Canadians and the UK following them. So I suppose that I will still do like Kraftklub, Die Ärzte, Rammstein, all of that stuff, time by time, but not like a lot now because that would just like be unbalanced and unreasonable. Unless I read in the comments down here that you guys from like America, UK, Canada, rest of the world would like to see German songs, because that way I guess everybody would be happy, right? So yeah, that should answer that question. Oh my, this is going to be a long Q&A, but I guess that's a good thing because it shouldn't be 2 or 3 minutes. That would be boring. How's your day been? Well, if you're referring to the day that I posted that announcement video, it was a good day because it didn't break my camera, as you guys were able to see, because that already happened and I had to spend like 150 euros for a new one, and that just sucked. That was so horrible. I was doing a lesson and therefore I had my guitar on my lap and I wasn't able to catch it, and it just... Whoever it is, fuck off. And I wasn't able to catch my camera and it broke and I had to buy a new one, and I don't want that to happen again, so I was pretty relieved that day. And today is Christmas, so how could it be a bad day? But I haven't got my presents yet, so it is not a perfect day yet. But Christmas is not all about the presents, Max. I know. But they are a fun part of it. Favorite band? Well, I suppose most of you are already able to guess it, because 7 out of the first 8 lessons on my channel were like Billy Talent lessons. I mean that's a guess, but it should be pretty accurate somewhere around there. So yes, it is Billy Talent, and I just love that band. I have loved them for many years, been to concerts and everything, and one of the greatest moments like ever was when I went to one of their concerts like nearby, and they had this signing session before the concert, and we went to that as well. And now take a look at this little beauty, because look at it, it's got the autographs. Well, you can see 30 autographs and some wishy-washy stuffy down there, up there, and that is like the saddest part about this whole thing, because you guys know how much I love Ian and how much I admire Ian. I was so frustrated when I noticed that they didn't use water-resistant pens, and like it was hot during the concert and everything, and I was sweating, and I was reaching down into my bag where I kept this beauty during concert, and whenever I wanted to check if everything's okay with it, I kind of washed it away piece by piece, and it is so sad that the autograph from Ian specifically is like almost washed away entirely. It's hard to identify, but what are you gonna do about it? Ian, if you are watching, I would be so happy about getting a new one because this is just depressing. So please send me one. Have you ever played guitar at a performance? No, I have not, because that is kind of not my thing. I'm like a guy who does not like schedules. So for example, practicing with a band like twice a week or something, and I just don't have the time to organize that. I've been asked by like 2 or 3 bands looking for a guitarist already, but I have declined because it is as I said, it is just not my thing. I'm more like the guy who likes playing what he wants whenever he wants, and I mean, I write my own riffs and stuff, and that is fun as well, but I would not be capable of doing that like on a regular basis, and I would not like to be like part of a cover band, because if I would make music like professionally or semi-professionally, then I would like want to do my own stuff and not just copy other stuff. I mean, nothing wrong with cover bands, they can be great, but yesterday in the radio I heard U2 versions, I heard U2's version of One, and I love Johnny Cash's version of One, and therefore I got pretty frustrated listening to U2, and I don't want people to think about my music the way I thought about this U2 version of that great Johnny Cash song. So, yep, I haven't. Then we have stuff referring to favorite band and all of that stuff. Yes, Billy Talent, I already answered that. And do you play any other instruments? No, I haven't, and I probably won't, because I mean, the guitar is the perfect instrument. What more could you want? It's like insane. It's so much fun. I do it every day for hours. It's just amazing. And I don't need another instrument. I honestly don't want another instrument, because nothing could beat guitar. I mean, I have my bass guitar, but I still consider them to be like in the same family of instruments. Yeah, they're brothers. What do you like the most about the guitar playing style of Ian Shah from Billy Talent? Well, another Billy Talent related question. Well, the other question wasn't Billy Talent related, but I made it Billy Talent related, so yeah, props to me. But getting back to Billy Talent, I really don't have a problem with getting back to Billy Talent, because I could talk about them all day. I watched so many interviews with Ian, and like I've been to concerts, and I'm really into their music. But what I love about his like style of playing is this combination between the rhythm guitar and the lead guitar, because he's playing these bar chords with the first finger, and then he's using all of the other fingers like for the melody, and that is just a great idea, and I love that, and it is just so unique and so special, and that is what I love about Ian and his playing style. Second to last question. I usually play guitar every day, but over the past week I've been lacking in motivation. Any tips for me to get motivated again? Thank you. Well, I haven't answered your question yet, so why are you thanking me? I mean, I could be like, nah, I won't answer that. But I will answer that, and you probably already guessed that. Well, let me give you a little bit of backstory about myself and my like guitar playing history, because this Q&A is already long enough, so why not make it even longer? I suppose that you guys like that. I hope so. Otherwise you wouldn't have clicked into this Q&A if you didn't want to watch me, so let's make it a big one. Well, I've been pretty much teaching myself, but in the beginning of my like guitar playing career, I had a teacher like for acoustic guitar, and I was learning basics there. Like the rest has been self-taught, but the basics have been taught by a teacher. And I was like 8 or 9 at the time, and that guy was just so bad with kids, and he even made me cry several times. I mean, I was a little boy, and he called my mother in and said I was misbehaving. What kind of discipline do you expect from an 8-year-old? But anyway, I hated that, and I didn't want to practice. I hated playing because I had to play these riffs, these stupid, boring riffs, and that just frustrated me. And my parents were like, yeah, you have to play because we bought you this guitar and now you should use it so it's worth the money. And it was just awful. But then I quit with the teacher, and my parents were expecting me to like quit guitar in general, but I didn't, because as soon as I was done with the teacher, I was teaching myself, and I was teaching myself by playing songs. So I was like listening to a song, and yeah, that sounds cool, I want to play that. And so I did. Of course, I started with easy songs, because you can't start with hard ones like right away, because otherwise everyone will be able to play guitar, and we know that is not that way, because otherwise I won't be doing these lessons, because you guys would be figuring out that stuff all on your own, and you wouldn't need me, and I would be like a sad little guy with his guitar. And like as soon as I wasn't forced to playing the guitar anymore, and as soon as I didn't have that pressure and didn't have these rips, yeah, I practice rips, of course I do. And as soon as I didn't have to practice these riffs anymore that I was told to, I loved playing the guitar, and I did it like 4 hours a day. Not 4 hours a day, but 4 like the period hours a day. Hope you're getting what I'm saying. And that was like the start of it all, because at that point I realized how much fun guitar can be. And if like there's a week in which I don't want to play guitar, and I just don't, because I don't have to, and that's a great thing about it, and that's what you should be thinking, because nobody has to play guitar. So like, my basic message is, don't force yourself to it, because otherwise you will hate it and be frustrated and will like ditch the whole thing. So just play whenever you want to. And now let's get to the last question, and yes, there is a specific reason why I made it the last one, because it is like the most like show and tell like one, so I guess it should round this whole Q&A up. And it is, can you show your album collection behind you in depth? So I suppose you're talking about this one, because there is no other album collection around here. And yes, of course I can, because I love them and I put them in the background of my videos for a reason. So yeah, sure. So, now we've got some behind the scenes stuff going on. We've got the Chili Peppers and the Chili Peppers. Yes, I love them, and I'm so frustrated that I can't go to that concert, because I will have to write like my final exams during that time when they come around. And we have Papa Roach. That is a great album. If you look for, or if you are looking for a great like punk rock style album, buy Papa Roach Fear. It is just great. And we have Billy Talent and Rise Against, and the Chili Peppers and Papa Roach again, so that's this part. Then we have the first German ones, Die Toten Hosen. We have Kraftklub way back there. We will get to that later. And we have Sum 41. My last lesson was by them, because I'm like a person who listens to music. Nah. And then we have Sum 41 next to it. And I'm a guy who has like phases in which he listens to like certain bands a lot. And I currently have a Sum 41 phase, and that is the album that I'm listening to. Then we've got Billy Talent, Green Day, Offspring, Billy Talent, Rise Against, Offspring, and Chili Peppers again. And then we get to something different, Jake Bugg. Oh man, the reflection on this. But look at that guy. He's a cool dude, and he makes great music. And I suppose that he is someone many of you don't know, and you should check him out. He's making cool stuff, and that's pretty much it. And then we get to the Chili Peppers, Rise Against, Sum 41, Billy Talent, Rise Against. And then we get to something different, because we've got Johnny Cash here, an album collection, and I love Johnny Cash. And I suppose that every one of you who is into like older rock music is a fan of Johnny Cash as well, because he is great. And we have Hollywood Undead, Kraftklub, as I already mentioned, second German band here, and we've got the Fantastischen Vier over there. So Fantastic Four, or the Fantastic Four for all of you English speaking subscribers or viewers or whoever you might be. And we have the Bloodhound Gang next to them. And that might be a great thumbnail, but I suppose my girlfriend would not like that, so let's forget about that. And I'm so looking forward to their new album because they've got the song Uncool as Me, which has already come out, and I mean, I have made a lesson and a cover for it, so I'm so looking forward to the new album, and I'm definitely going to buy that. And at the end, we've got Blink-182, another great band, and that is already all of these albums. So I hope you guys liked this video, and hit that thumbs up button if you did, because that shows me that you want me to do more videos like this, so like on a regular basis, for example, every 5th video, like being a video where like I talk to you and you get to see my face and stuff. So if that would be what you want, like comment down below or hit that like button, or tell me in the comments what exactly you want to see me doing, because I think this is fun and makes the channel like a bit more personal than like the other guitar channels where it's just like lessons and that's it. But we build up kind of a community here, so I figure that would be a great thing to stay in touch with you guys and to stay connected. So comment down below what you think about that. And I'm not going to do any advertising at the end of this video because it is Christmas and it would not be in the Christmas spirit, but still, the links are down in the description, so check that out. But of course I haven't said that and it was not intended. So as always, I hope you guys liked this video. Keep on subscribing, leaving out the rest of it, but you know what to do. And I hope that you have a great Christmas, and I will see you guys in the next lesson.